Hey guys, Flaccid Baron here with an in-depth guide on how to speedrun a new character to 1 million silver. And we're going to be doing this fairly safe. It's going to be 99% safe, no PvP required, and you'll be getting 1 million silver hopefully in under 2 hours is the goal. So we will be doing this speedrun. I'll be going over step by step what you need to do to get to your first million and to do it very, very quickly. Well, of course, the first thing you need is a good name. So first, let's pick a character. I mean, you can pick anyone you want. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to go with this guy. And, you know, of course, like I said, you need a good name. So we're going to go with Chad Money because we want to make some money. And Chad Money makes money. So let's get into it. You do want to play the tutorial, but don't worry, this is very quick. So let's start the speed run now. Starting the tutorial and the speedrun timer, I have mapped out a plan to get to the 1 million mark the fastest. There really isn't anything special about this first part, the tutorial, except there are two things that you need to make sure that you do. The first thing, after you get the map from the Heretics and return to Captain Tia, she will have you choose which tier 2 gear to equip. Here, you want to pick the broadsword, the shield, scholar cowl, mercenary jacket, and soldier boots. This is important so that you level up all 3 types of armor and you can unlock tier 3 in all the armors later on. The next thing you want to do is buy 2 mules. This will make you move a little bit slower, but it is certainly worth it. And then after that, just complete the tutorial. I didn't know this before, but if you do the tutorial in under 15 minutes, you actually have to wait on the dock, so yeah, I guess I did it a little too quickly. Choose any starting location you want. I chose Forest Cross, but it doesn't matter where you pick. And in the starting area, there are 2 quests that you want to do. First, speak to this guy and claim your 3 days of premium, and you might as well use it right away. Next, find this shady guy and accept his quest. He gives you a piece of gold for free, sell the gold, and you make about 2,800 silver. Go back to the guy that gave you premium and accept his quest. Once you get to the guy that he sent you to, accept that guy's quest, and to find the heretics to kill, you just have to look for these yellow hills with green dots on them. And if you used your premium, this quest will go a lot faster. So make sure you use your 3 days of premium. When you return to the quest giver, he will give you one final quest to do. Just kill the required amount of dudes and claim your reward. He gives you a tier 4 royal sigil. This item is worth 35 to 45k, depending on what city you're in and what the prices are that day. So let's head to Limhurst and get some upgrades. Once in Limhurst, head to the market. You may have to repair your gear first if you got downed at all. And when you get there, sell everything except 1 mule and your food. You can either quick sell or you can make sell orders if you want to wait a little bit longer, but you will make a little bit more money. But since I'm doing a speed run, I'm just going to quick sell it all. Once you have sold everything, buy the following items. 1 tier 4 Tome of Insight, a tier 3 Battle Axe, tier 3 Mercenary Jacket, tier 3 Soldier Boots, and a tier 3 Scholar Cowl. Then simply equip all the items. Use the Tome of Insight, resell all these tier 3 items, then go to your Destiny board and use learning points to get your armor and your axes to tier 4. Congratulations, you're already at tier 4 30 minutes into the game. Now that you can wear tier 4, it's time to buy some. This will be the gear that you're using for the rest of this guide. So buy the following items. A tier 4 Great Axe, tier 4 Stalker Jacket, Scholar Cowl, Soldier Boots. You should buy those 4 items. And you should have just enough money. If you don't, you could easily sell your food or donkey, but don't worry, you're not going to need either one of those for this next part. You are using an AoE speed clearing build, so you want to make sure that you group as many mobs together as possible at the same time. Your main combo goes as follows. Use your Stalker Jacket for big AoE DPS, then your W for an increase in damage for 4 seconds, and finally your E for huge AoE damage. This should clear a pack of mobs in no time. It looks something like this. Do you see how quickly it cleared that pack of mobs? Now it's time to put your build to the test. Go to the Expeditions portal. It looks like this on your map. Talk to the mage and select Adept's individual expedition. Once inside, you can clear the entire dungeon if you want to practice your new build and get some fame. But if not, just kill what they want you to kill, get out, and claim your reward. Once you get your sigil, head to the market and sell it. It's time for some upgrades. Buy your mount back if you sold it. Buy 384 tier 4 runes and buy 192 tier 4 souls if you can afford it. If not, we can get these later. With these runes and souls, we are going to be enchanting our equipment. To enchant items, you will first need to repair your equipment, then head to the icon that looks like this. Select the enchantment option and pick what items need to be enchanted. Right now, we are enchanting everything we have once to make it 4.1, except the axe. We're going to actually enchant that twice to make it 4.2. Only 40 minutes into the game and you are already in 4.1 and 4.2 gear. That's something that can take a new player weeks to achieve. But now it's time to ramp up our silver and fame production. Go to the faction leader and click enlist in the faction. This is why this guide is only 99% safe and not 100%, because now players technically can kill you if they're in another faction. But don't worry, if you play this safe and follow this guide, the chances of this happening is almost zero. Enter the closest yellow zone. It should be the closest exit to the leader you just talked to. Then look for a solo dungeon. They look like this and spawn all over the map. Once inside, a hidden 60-second timer starts, and once it is over, nobody else can enter your dungeon. So, if you want to be 100% safe, you can just stand at the entrance of the dungeon once you are inside and just use a timer to count down the 60 seconds. Our goal in these dungeons is to clear out all of the mobs. And since we are faction flagged, we will also be earning faction points. We need 3,000 of them, which took me about 3 solo dungeons. You can always check how many faction points you have by clicking on your name and then selecting faction info. Once you have 3,000 points, click on the circle to the right of your name. This will deflag you from the faction so that you can no longer be attacked by rival factions. Head back to the faction leader you spoke to and trade in the 3,000 points for a heart. These hearts sell for 65 to 75,000 silver and will help us upgrade our gear. Sell this heart and any other items that you obtained from the solo dungeons on the market. Then, buy souls to enchant the rest of your gear to 4.2. It takes 48 souls for a helmet or shoes. It takes 96 souls for your chest armor, and it takes 192 souls for a two-handed weapon if you didn't upgrade it before we started this. You will also need a cape for this next part, and it needs to be 4.2. I recommend using a 4.2 Thetford cape if you can afford it, because it'll make the next job clearing a lot faster, but if not, a regular cape will do. I also recommend that you buy a tier 5 fish. Any fish will do, they're about 1,500 each, and also at least 10 tier 4 poisons. And if you want, you can upgrade your mule to a tier 3 riding horse. This will make you a lot faster. You should be safe without it, but if you want to be a little bit more safe, then definitely upgrade your horse as well. But you will need those 3 things on top of your 4.2 gear. Now you're looking like a veteran player. Only an hour in, and you already have full 4.2 and a faction cape. It's time to do some corrupted dungeons. For these, we will be heading into the black zone. In this zone, players can kill you whether or not you are flagged or they are flagged or anything. If they see you, they can kill you. But don't be scared. I have a 99% safe method for you. First, head to the Realm Gate. It looks like this on the map, but depending on which city you are in, it can change colors. Click on the big colorful gate and select an area to spawn into. It doesn't really matter where you select, but once you're in, click on the juice. It's these 4 little things. They have the yellow juice inside of them. Just drink it. Drink the juice. This juice will make you invisible and invulnerable for some time. Look around the Realm Gate for a corrupted dungeon. They look like this. Click on it and then select Stalker difficulty. But be careful though. Once you click enter, you will no longer be invisible or invulnerable, and you can be attacked. So make sure nobody else is around when you're clicking enter on the corrupted dungeons. Once inside the corrupted dungeon, do not click on the shrine in the beginning unless you want to fight other players. A corrupted dungeon is just like a normal dungeon, except for 3 main things. 1, you have a mini-map, and you can see where all the mobs are, including bosses that have a chest full of loot. I recommend going for these bosses first, because there's a chance that you can get some really good loot from them, and they also give you a lot of infamy. And 2, you need to earn infamy. Just like I said, bosses give you a lot of infamy. You can see your infamy on the right side of the screen, and you need 500 infamy in Stalker dungeons to spawn the final boss. This infamy is earned by killing mobs, killing bosses. If you want, you could kill a player, and that will give you infamy. But I don't recommend this in the beginning. And then finally, the third and final thing that makes it different is you can be invaded by other players. So that's what I was talking about, that shrine in the beginning. If you click on that, you can go to someone else's dungeon and try to kill them. But again, I do not recommend that if this is your first few hours playing. But don't worry, there's an easy way to know when someone invades you, and the devs made it very, very easy to kick out the intruder. So when you get invaded, your screen will turn red, and there will be a message that will appear saying, "You sense an evil presence." If this happens, stop what you're doing. Do not kill any more mobs. Leash the mobs, meaning walk away from the mobs so they stop attacking you. Get your health back. If you're using fish, you should get your health back very quickly. And switch your boots to Wanderlust. Then there also will be there'll be 5 crystals around the map that spawn. You can see them on your mini-map. They look like this. And you are going to go to 3 of these crystals and break them. And you simply break them by hitting them with abilities. And if you see a name on your screen, don't even try to look what gear he's in. Don't even try to do anything. If you see a name, walk the other way. Go somewhere else. Go to a different crystal. The devs made it so easy to simply escape these encounters. They give you 5 crystals. They're spread around all around the map. You have a very, very fast build, since you have your W for speed, your E for speed, and your boots, of course, for speed. So you have a very speedy build. There's no way they should be able to get you as long as you play very safe. So this is, again, 99% safe. I was invaded twice during this speed run, and both times I escaped without them even hitting me once, because I saw their name, I turned around, and I went the other way, and I broke a different crystal. It is so easy to escape these dungeons. So yeah, just break the crystals when someone comes to invade you, and you will be perfectly fine. Once you finish a corrupted dungeon by killing the final boss and opening the final chest, a portal will appear, asking if you want to go to the surface or to the next dungeon. I recommend just keep doing the next dungeon until you are almost overweight or your inventory is full. Unless, of course, you get something like lucky or rare from the bosses or from the chests, then you want to go to the surface. Once you're ready to head back to town, simply click surface at the end of the corrupted dungeon and head back through the Realm Gate. You should have a bubble the whole way. If you have this bubble, you're unable to be attacked, depending on how far away your corrupted dungeon was from the Realm Gate. If you don't have the bubble, just make sure you're watching out for any red names and try to avoid them. Once you're in town, either sell or bank all of your loot, and then just rinse and repeat. This is the best money maker right now, especially for a new account, because you're going to be gaining a lot of fame as well. You're going to be leveling up very quickly. During this time, I got all the way to tier 6 Reaver and almost to tier 6 weapons just by doing this. And I only did it for 2.5 hours. So Depending on your RNG, this should only take about 10 to 15 corrupted dungeons, and you'll have over 1,000,000 silver in cash and items. And hey, if you have really good RNG, you can make your million in your first chest. Like, I have gotten 8-3 from these chests before, which sold for over 5 million. You know, it is very easy to make good money doing this. And again, if you're a new player, you're also going to be getting a lot of fame. So I think this guide, this way, is the best way to get a quick jump start into Albion, start making silver. And hey, if you do this for enough time, you can even earn your premium without ever having to spend any money in the game. So in 2 hours and 45 minutes, we managed to get over 1 million silver in items and in silver, and we also got over 300,000 total fame. And this is starting at 0, like absolutely nothing. We did the tutorial and we went through it starting from 0. 2 hours 45 minutes, 300k total fame, over 1 mil net worth. And if you look over here, we got level 20 in axes, which is, you know, getting pretty close to getting tier 6, as well as 9 spec. And that's just, you know, from running a few corrupted dungeons. If we would keep on this, I bet we could get premium in less than a day of playing, in like probably 8 hours of playing, if that. Like, probably have even less than that. It'd probably take maybe 6 or 7 hours of playing and we can get premium, which, if you don't know, you can buy it here with silver. It's 8.4 mil right now. And I bet you could get that in 6 to 7 hours, and you would get it for a month. Right now, you have it for 3 days. And so in 3 days, if you do this if you play 6 hours in 3 days, so 2 hours a day, you could easily get premium without ever, you know, spending a dime in this game. Thank you guys for watching this beginner guide, 0 to 1,000,000 silver in under 3 hours. If you're new to the channel or new to the game, please subscribe. I make a ton of videos that are guides about different builds. I make a ton of stream highlights, a bunch of gameplay related videos. Also, come check me out on Twitch. And if you want to support the channel and you have Twitch Prime, come drop your Twitch Primes on me on the channel. It really does help me out. Even if you just want to stop by for 5 minutes, say hi, say thank you for the videos, drop your Twitch Prime, that's all good for me too. But if not, that's all good too. Thank you for watching. Stay soft, and I will see you guys in the next video.